All right, so the president has arrived in Argentina, where he will lead that South African delegation to the G20 Leaders Summit in the capital, Buenos Aires.
In a statement ahead of the visit, the presidency said that it views the meeting as an opportunity to advance global governance reforms and attract new investments into South Africa. Our correspondent Kate Fisher filed this report from Buenos Aires.
Well, events here this morning in Buenos Aires got off to a little bit of a shaky start, with a 3.8 magnitude earthquake being recorded just 33 kilometers south of Buenos Aires, where we are in the Argentinian capital. I didn't feel anything myself, but some people have said that there were rumblings and they saw some lights shaking. Certainly the world leaders have not been put off by this. They are continuing their meetings today as usual. President Ramaphosa starting the day with a BRICS summit. He chaired his final BRICS summit with South Africa as the presidency before it moves to Brazil for next year. And during that meeting, he reminded the members of BRICS to continue to believe in multilateralism, talking about the importance of the United Nations and the World Trade Organization, and really saying that this inward-looking, protectionist, bilateral way of doing things, which I think he perhaps was referring there to the US President Donald Trump, he said that was a cause for concern, and he urged his fellow BRICS leaders to continue with their belief in multilateralism, and he said that was the best way to continue to trade with each other and make each other as strong as possible. When it comes to the G20 meetings, for that he is asking G20 leaders to remember the commitments they have made to the African continent to help with industrialization there, and he wants to make sure that they don't forget those commitments they made back in 2016. His day will be filled with many meetings alongside other world leaders, as well as representatives, the leaders in fact, of the World Bank, the IMF, and the United Nations. A very busy agenda for him, and as the sole African leader, member of the G20 Leaders Summit, he really does not just have to advance the South African agenda here in Argentina, but really he's a trailblazer for the entire continent.